Good morning, friends. Welcome to Worthington Home. It is bright and early on a Saturday morning, and we are headed out to a church tag sale in Old Lyme. I'm really looking forward to this. It was very well publicized. I guess this goes on each year, and I really need nothing. However, it will be fun to look. So my goal today, and I'm saying this out loud because that will help me stick to the goal, my goal is to only buy things with some wow factor. Not my usual, like, typical things that I pick up here and there, because I have plenty of stock right now. But if I see something really unusual, something that really captures my eye, something that is a little bit different, that's the kind of thing I'm after. So what is my job? To find cool old stuff. So let's go do my job. This day is overcast and humid at the same time. All right, I have parked my car way too far away from the church. I thought I was going to a church that's closer by, but apparently the church I want isn't here. So this is the beautiful church that I thought I was going to. It is lovely, but there is no tag sale here, so I'm going to keep walking. And I'm still walking. Here's the sign, so I know I'm getting closer, but sadly, I have still more walking to do. Let's go. Here it is at long last. This place is nutty. I'm just showing you a little bit about what I'm seeing. And here there's a little collection of chairs. This is the lamp section. There's so many people, I can't really show you much at all, but I'm gonna give you a few highlights as best I can until my hands are full of purchases. So here are the lamps. This is a great framed print. I love hunting prints. This one is $40.
Yes, and I love it.
There's some really cute baskets in this section, and I have my eye on one in particular. All right, I'm heading back to the car. I don't even know what to say. I am so far away. I bought what I could. I'm gonna reflect. It was so crowded in there. Oh my gosh. And of course, as usual, Crazy Chris from Worthington Home is carrying huge things, trying not to knock stuff over. I didn't knock anything over. I might have stayed longer if it was, hugely crowded. There are no words. So I got a couple of things I liked. I spent $20. I tried to stick to only like the really cool, unusual things. I did though get a couple of piles of like teak wood bowls and things, just because I think those are nice to have. I don't have a lot of those in my store. So those I picked up. I got one piece I'm excited about that I'll show you. A few things that will be fun for fall decorating. They had amazing looking donuts, but I had so much in my hands, I didn't dare just stay for the donuts. I'm sort of thinking about driving back just for a donut. Oh my God, that's weird, right? I mean, I never said I wasn't weird, and those donuts do look really good. I'll think about it. I'm headed back in. I parked closer, and now I'm just showing you the mums section of the sale. I didn't get a donut because my hands were full. I found some more stuff. Now this was definitely worth my time, and I'm headed home, and if I can find a bakery, even better, because now I'm obsessed with having a donut. Oh man. Friends, I apologize that my video of this tag sale was so spotty. It was really hard to film, but the haul will be worth it, so stay tuned. So I'm back from the tag sale. I think actually they were calling it a rummage sale. What's the difference between a rummage sale and a tag sale, do you think? I'm really not sure. I'm gonna have to look that up. But anyway, I got home a few hours ago. I showed Eric all of my finds. He really liked them. And then I got a few things done around the house, and now I'm ready to show you. By the way, I'm wearing the fabulous little portrait pin that I picked up at the flea market in Newington a few videos back. So I'm enjoying wearing that. So I guess we should start this haul segment with the bad news. I never got the donut that I wanted. It just didn't happen for me. I had at least 2 outstanding opportunities for donuts, arguably 3, and I just came home and had a tuna fish sandwich. It's hard to talk about. Let's change the subject. Let's talk about the thrifting. Actually, I'm sure my waistline is really glad that I didn't have the donut, but still, you know how sometimes you get a thing in your head? It's hard to let it go. At least it's hard for me. But anyway, I am very happy with all of my finds. And I also want to make sure I share a couple of tips with you about tag sales that you may or may not have thought about before, because these little tips and tricks definitely reared their head today. So in no particular order, I guess. Well, let me see. I'm going to show you the first thing I found first. So hold on a second. Okay, so I found this great tin. As you can see, it is nice and big, and it has this great autumnal theme happening. And I thought this was so fun. This is nothing super old or special. This is from the popcorn factory, actually. So nothing astonishing, but I thought it would be really fun to use this in my fall decorating. So I picked it up. Here's the top. It was all of $1. In general, the prices were, but I'd say by and large, not huge steals. In fact, the artwork, which was just okay, it was nothing to write home about. The artwork was very high. However, they have half price day tomorrow. So I guess they figured, you know, people who want to pay up for the stuff that they want can pay up on the first day. They want to take their chances and it's still there the second day. That's when the bargains will be. And I think that's fair. So then I got this basket. So I also plan to do some fall decorating with this basket. And I have a few ideas, but I thought it was a great shape. And I thought it would be really, again, just really fun to use in my decorating. So I can't wait to have a little bit of time to fool around with that. Then perhaps my favorite thing I bought was next. And it was this fantastic 2-tiered serving tray. And it's Prince Albert, and it's cabbage rose. And it's in excellent condition. You can't see the back stamp super well because the hardware is right in the middle of it, but this is fabulous. And I know there are a lot of fans and collectors of this pattern. I had a teapot, I think it was a teapot in this pattern. So this is really fun. And the hardware all collapses down. You can just easily unscrew it, and then I can ship this with no problem. And that's good to know in general, because I have sometimes seen these 2-tiered trays and I've stayed away from them thinking that it would be awful to ship them, but actually no, it would be totally fine. You just unscrew it and they lie flat, and there you go. So I thought this was a really fun piece, and again, I think it was my favorite thing I bought. So that was kind of my first go around. It was really hard to carry these big things with me. There were so many people that the aisles were really tight. I was trying really hard not to knock anything over, because that's awful if that happens, especially at a tag sale. It's not quite as bad if you do it at Goodwill, because nobody at Goodwill really cares, but you know. Yeah, it was hot, it was crowded, it was just bleh. But you know, as always, I have to give full kudos to the volunteers at that church who were working so hard. It was a very big tag sale. I'm sure it took more hours of work to do than I can even begin to calculate. It was a beautiful church, beautiful neighborhood. It was fun to see it. I would say that the part of Old Lyme that I was in was everybody's sort of storybook imagining of New England. That's what it was. It was very, very pretty area. Indy didn't get to come because he's a kitty, but if he had been there, he would have liked it too. So after I got everything to the car, as you know, I was haunted by the idea of getting a donut, which I could have gotten when I first got there, but of course I just wanted to get to the sale immediately. I got back thinking I would have a donut, but then I decided, let me just look around one more time before I have a donut to make sure I didn't miss anything. And that is definitely my tip that I want to share with you, and that is whether you're at a thrift store or at a tag sale, it's never a good idea to just go around once and leave, because what happens is that as people buy things, other things are like uncovered and revealed. So it's almost like it becomes a new sale, and you might see things, oh, I've got Indy hair in my mouth now. You might see things that you didn't see before. And that definitely happened this time for me, because the first time I was there, I did not see this huge box of dishes that was under a table. And my guess is there was probably another box of dishes in front of it. So when I found this, he's so romantic. When I found this, I was pretty excited. So let me show you. I just hate to disturb the cat to show you, but it's gonna have to happen. Let me give you a little look of him. Look at him before I do it. Hey, wanna say hi? He's feeling a little shy, I think. So what I found was this huge box of Blue Heaven dishes. This bowl needs to be washed, including this huge stack of dinner plates. This was really quite a good find. I paid $25 for all of this, and this is a really good seller on eBay. So very, very happy to find these. And I have to tell you, when I first started unwrapping these, I was freaking out a little bit because I was picking up one damaged piece after another. Let me show you the damaged pile. Here's the damaged pile. You see this piece has a chip. This piece has a chip. Chip, chip, chip. I mean, you get the gist. That's quite a few things to be chipped in a box. And I couldn't see the box at the sale because there were just too many people. There was nowhere to really safely put it and go through things. The plates and things were wrapped. So when I got this home and saw so much damage, I was absolutely kicking myself. However, ultimately, when I found that this many pieces were absolutely fine, especially so many dinner plates, I was then very happy with my purchase. So let me show you the back stamp. Here it is, Blue Heaven, made in the USA. So these will all be going on my eBay store, and I was really happy to have them. I think this is really where I'm gonna make some money out of this particular haul. And while I'm on the table, I'll also show you, whoops, this plate, which was $1. Now, I was excited to find this because I have a very pretty bowl that matches it exactly. And the bowl has been kind of hanging out on my eBay store, but I think if I pair the bowl with the plate, that might make a difference. So this is Sheffield Serenade, made in the USA. I think this is a beautiful pattern. And in fact, while I was paying for my things, a woman came up to me and told me this was in fact her pattern. I bet that makes for a very pretty set, actually. Then I got these two plates. Now this one is beautiful. Indy loves it. This one was, oh, Indy, it was only $1. It has some crazing on it, so it's not in perfect condition. It was made in England. It's ironstone, Kensington ironstone, Staffordshire. This is the Balmoral pattern. Oh my goodness, I am like fighting a cat. Unfortunately, the other plate that I bought with it is a sad friend. Oh man. But when you've just paid $1, I'm not sure you get to complain that much. Honestly, I should have seen that. Again, it was so crowded and crazy in there and so hot and claustrophobic. I just wasn't as careful. Oh my gosh, now there's two. Okay, let me take care of this. Back to the haul. So the Blue Heaven, yeah, the Blue Heaven was a really good find. I thought these plates were very pretty. It is a set of 4, but one of them is chipped, so it really was labeled as a set of 3. And then they just kind of threw in the chipped one. You can see there's a chip. And you see it right here. But these plates are very pretty. They have this little flower design. These are bird's foot violet from the private collection of George Briard. So I had another little piece that was from the private collection of George Briard, and it sold really well. I'm hoping that these plates do as well, if I don't break them. But I wanted to show you a few more. So here's one. here's another. And then there's two more. Very, very pretty. These would make lovely dessert plates. They would also be great plates just to display. And actually the chip is very, very small. So somebody might not mind that. I don't know. But anyway, they were just really selling them as a set of 3. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I spent about $65. Might have been 64, might have been 66, but it was right around in that zone. I think it was 65, just to give you a sense of what we're talking about. The next thing I found I really liked a lot, and this is this really beautiful eye garniture. I don't know, is that a vase or just a container of some kind? And it has this little underplate that goes with it. It's such a pretty little pattern. I've been picking up a few little eye garniture pieces and putting them on top of my Limoges cabinet. You can see some of them. They're not just eye garniture, but there's a few pieces like that. So I think this is going to be a pretty addition to the collection. I think I'm on the verge actually of putting all of it away for the fall, because I think it would be really fun to bring this back out to welcome spring. They're just so springy and cheerful. I think it would be fun to rotate them out like that. And I think when you have as many collections as I have, oh boy, cue the hoarder music. It's nice to put some things away and then bring them back at different times of the year. And that way you're always kind of enjoying your things and your belongings and collections aren't just living in storage all the time. Because where's the fun in that, right? So I thought that was really nice. I also picked up another little thing for my own collection. So I found some of this fabulous red flashed souvenir ware. I love little pieces like this. This design is so, so pretty. You see the little flowers in there. This one is from 1911 and it's from Saratoga, New York. It was a whopping $1. This was from Jack to Dorothea. So I guess Jack and Dorothea went to Saratoga, New York in 1911. Let's hope they behaved themselves. We will never know. I'm going to assume the best of Jack and Dorothea. I think they're good people. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I found some teak pieces. Now, I don't have a lot of experience selling teak on my store, but it seems like kind of a nice vintage classic thing to have. I know my mother and my grandmother had teak salad bowls. I had a set of teak salad bowls at one point. I'm not a good person to have teak salad bowls because you don't put them in the dishwasher, and I like to put things in the dishwasher. That's why I get along so well with my Portmeirion. But anyway, I bought these bowls. These are 1, 2, 3, 4 bowls, just a little stack in very nice shape. They were 50 cents just for the stack. And there are some more. These are various sizes and colorways, so I need to look at these more closely. But for 50 cents, I was happy to take a risk. And then I found, oh, this was really good. Well, actually, before I show you this, let's finish up the teak. Oh my goodness. I got this big old stack. This is nice, and this has a nice serving bowl. So this was very much kind of like the sort of thing my mother and grandmother had, except I remember their salad bowl being bigger. And I don't think that these little salad tossers came with the set. I think they were separate, but the bowls are really nice. This seems to be very solid and well made, and I'm hoping somebody will be glad to grab them on my eBay store. Okay, now I'm going to show you this other really fun thing I got. I paid up for this a little bit, but it's this cute little bowl. It's a child set. You can see there's these adorable little bears. I have to take this apart so I can really show this to you. So it's a 3-piece set. It's this little cup. You can see I paid $10 for this set. This little cup, the little bowl, and then the plate. So a little set of 3, and these are called alphabet bears. This was made in Japan. by Tiffany & Company. So these seem to sell really well on eBay, which is why I went ahead and picked them up, even though they're $10. The lowest comp for these I saw was $25. I saw them going a fair bit for $40 and more. So I will research, the differences, what kind of condition did one price fetch versus another, what's currently for sale. I always go with the going comp rate from eBay when I sell on eBay. So I'll check that out, but I thought these are cute. And I never heard of alphabet bears before, but I thought that was absolutely adorable. So then I found this little bowl, this little apple bowl that turns into a little basket. So this is so cute. I'm not sure if I have that going the right way around. Yeah. Okay, I've got it this time. So I love these little collapsible baskets, and I always buy them when I find them. They're good sellers. They don't fetch a ton of money, but I think people are excited to have them. They sell pretty consistently. I think they're just so cute, and they're such a great idea. I love how they can just lay flat like this for storage, and then you can just pop them up and use them when you want to. And this is so great. You can hang it from the top if you want to. You can just put it on a surface using the stand. So these are really great. And I'm hoping somebody will be excited to find that one. Okay, then I'm gonna show you this. Oh, I love the colors on this. So I bought this really beautiful ceramic tray. Don't you love the deep red on the flowers? I thought this was just so vibrant and eye-catching. And this was made by Falsgraf, which I didn't expect. It's called Scarlet, which seems like a good name for it. And I thought this would be a nice addition to my eBay store, so I decided to grab that. It's pretty heavy, actually. All right, we're almost done. I want to show you this ornament. I am not sure if I'm listing this on my eBay store or if I'm keeping this, but I really do like little Lenox ornaments. And this one is a candlestick, which I haven't seen before. I thought that was really cute, and the little ribbon you use to hang it with is in there. So this is in its original little box, and somebody paid $14.95 for it back in the day. And it's called a mini governor's candlestick. So I thought that was really, really cute. And again, I'm gonna have to comp this out. If it's not very valuable, I'll just keep it. And yeah, I think it would be a great addition to my Christmas tree or anybody's Christmas tree. So the last thing I want to show you is just sort of an impulsive purchase. There were a couple of bags of Christmas ornaments that were just so cute. I decided to pick them up. They were $1 to $2 each. So I'm going to take them out so I can show you exactly what's in the bag. Here's the first little grouping. They were all little train themed items. Aren't they so cute? My son loved trains so much when he was little, so this made me remember those days. We have lots of train ornaments because of Zach, and my mother always loved to buy him a special ornament every year, and he absolutely treasures them still. So the next little bag were all of these little brass toned or gold toned ornaments. Such a cute way to do things. So some of them have kind of a 3D effect. Oops, we've got Indy wanting to chew these. So we're gonna have to, oh, Indy. He's got little needle teeth. Oh boy, let me do a cat extraction. Okay, I got rid of needle teeth. This one is a McDonald's one, which is so funny. Do you see the little McDonald's emblem? Right there. This one says Merry Christmas, Matthew. This is from 1976. Oh my goodness, the cat is back. Okay. Here's a little angel. This one's cute. New Mexico. I don't know if I'll keep that one because I haven't been to New Mexico, so it feels like cheating. And this one is Adventures in Tree Hunting. So kind of cute. And the last ones, oh, the cat. The last ones are these little vintage looking ornaments that I think are very, very cute. Oh my goodness. Just trying to keep him away. So anyway, these are the cute the cute little bagged ornaments that I picked up, and that's a great idea. I think if you have a little vintage or antique store or booth, what a great idea to package things into like items and then just have them for sale for, just a small amount of money. So somebody who is a sucker for stuff like that, like me, can just go ahead and pick them up. So I thought these were really fun. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this church rummage sale haul. I worked hard for this stuff, I'm not gonna lie, just because, like I said, there were so many people. The parking was crazy. It was a lot, but I am happy with what I got. I don't think I would feel compelled to go back next year, just because, just so crowded. When things are so crowded, it loses a lot of its fun. I would probably pass on that. Oh, and I'm thinking now, I didn't finish giving you my tag sale tips. So another tip I wanted to give you for a tag sale, and this is even more true for a flea market, is, of course, you already know this, bring cash. That goes without saying. The other thing is, and I'm not always good at this, but I was good about this today, make sure you bring small denominations of cash. So have lots of singles. It doesn't help to have cash and have a bunch of $20 bills, because most things don't cost $20. And so you'll end up needing a lot of change. And while that's not such a big deal, because tag sales like this church sale are usually prepared to make change, what happens is that you're just gonna have to wait in line that much longer. And so it just holds things up, and then you get that much further away from picking out the donut that you wanted, and nobody wants that. So bring small denominations of change, lots of singles. That way you can get in and out really fast. So that's a really good tip. And the third tip I wanted to give you was bring your own bag and wrapping. Don't have a huge bag so that you're bulky and bumping into things. But I did the first time bring a shopping bag that I kept flat and pretty close to my side, and I had a little bit of wrapping paper just in case I needed it. Now at this sale, I didn't need it. They had lots of packaging material, which was really helpful. And they were so super nice about, making sure everything was safely away so you could get it home. But sometimes you don't get that. So it's very, very helpful to have just that little bit of extra storage on you, extra tissue and padding on you, just to keep all of your things safe. And I have a bonus tip for you. This was craziness. So I was at an estate sale the other day, and I'm not going to say more about which one it was. I go to lots of estate sales. I don't always film every single thing I do. This bothered me so much. So at the sale, a man and a woman, I assume it was a man and his wife, they were inquiring about this little, some kind of little stereo system. It was a really compact little system, and they were asking about it. And the person who was in charge of the sale said that it didn't work, so they were selling it for $100. Now, why you would want something that doesn't work for $100, I don't know. This guy was not daunted. I guess he was experienced in fixing these kinds of things. And so he said, that's great, I'll take it. I think I can fix it. And he started to tinker with it. Well, in the process of tinkering with this little stereo system, he got it to work perfectly. And so when he got ready to pay the person in charge of the estate sale, the person said, well, now that it works, it's more than $100. Now it's $250. Oh, what happened next was not pretty, but let's just say the man and the woman left without the stereo, which they had just spent their own time and expertise fixing. And then the horrible estate person went against what he had said in the first place. I thought that was one of the more obnoxious things I've seen, and this is a girl who goes to some sketch places. So, whoa, that was bad. So where I'm going with all of this is, my tip is, when you go to a flea market, a tag sale, estate sale, those kinds of things, don't assume something is yours just because you put a hold on it. You could put a hold on it and you put it by the door, and then somebody else thinks it's not on hold and they take it, or the person who's supposed to be watching it isn't, or the little sign that says hold blows off and is gone, and now people think they can take it. Or somebody could even erroneously just change the price. So I guess what I'm saying is, unless you have it in your hand or you are walking out the door with it or you have deposited it in your car or in your house, don't get too attached to the things you find until the deal is done, because stuff can happen. This was very much in my head because when I did my second round at the tag sale, I had taken a bunch of things to the car, but I couldn't get the remaining items I had purchased from that second round into the car in one go. I couldn't hold two of the really big boxes. I had to take trips. And this memory being very recent in my head, I was nervous. I was nervous about leaving a box and coming back for it. Not because the people in the church would ever be so horrible and dishonest as this estate person was. I know they would never. But they were so crazy busy. Who's to say that somebody just doesn't go, oh, this stuff is also for sale, and nobody sees because they're helping other people. So I guess I'm just saying, I don't want to sound like you should be really paranoid and like super guarding of your stuff. I guess I would just say, it's not yours till it's yours. So be careful and be thoughtful. I'll tell you, I hustled to the car and back again so that I could grab my stuff. And of course, it's back to the donuts. This is another reason why I didn't get a donut, because I wasn't going to stop to not grab my stuff. And I had moved the car thinking I could get a closer parking space, and I couldn't. So I parked at kind of a weird curb, like to pick up my stuff, and I put my hazard lights on. So I couldn't get back to the car fast enough. I didn't want to block traffic. I was off on the side, but it clearly wasn't a parking spot. So yeah, I couldn't fool around. So anyway, I just share that story with you for what it's worth. I think sometimes we think we've decided to buy it and it's ours. Not the case. Food for thought. Okay, so those were my little tag sale takeaways. I hope that those words of wisdom will help you in your future endeavors, should you do the kinds of tag sale and estate sale and flea market shopping that I often do. Here's the basket that I thrifted. I actually showed this basket when I did some of my autumn decor filming, so this might seem like a little bit of deja vu if you regularly watch my videos, but I thought it made sense to include it so you can see how nice it came out. So it was a lot of fun to decorate with this basket, and I think this kind of basket could be used in so many ways. I had put some hydrangeas in it to dry originally, and I thought it looked really nice that way as well. But with the plate inside and these little faux pumpkins and a bow, I don't know, kind of gave it a bit of a different look. So I was really glad that I picked this up. For right now, I have this little vase and underplate that I thrifted at the tag sale in my overflow china cabinet. So it's here until the spring because I've swapped it out for more autumnal decor items. And then of course I'll have some holiday things, and I guess around April, May-ish, I'll be ready to bring these pieces back out. But for now, they're safe and they're under glass where they need to be in this house full of cats. And I can still see them every day because this cabinet, like I said, has the glass so I can still peer through it. So here it is, closed. And I'm really glad I found this little piece. I've also shown this pumpkin tin before when I was doing my Halloween decorating. So this tin is on the very top of the hutch in the kitchen. I picked it because I thought the theme was perfect for sort of that harvesty feeling and the leaves and the pumpkins. Just a great fall piece, and I'm really happy to say it fits perfectly up here. I did have a scary moment when I thought it was going to be too tall, but it works really well and I enjoy it. And if I can back up without stepping on a cat, I will remind you, if you've seen this video before, of what my October, November hutch looks like. But I think for $1, this tin was a good find. It's a little bit dark here in the parlor right now. I'm filming this at 7:30 at night, and there aren't a lot of lights in this room right now, but I think you can still see the pretty Saratoga ruby creamer that I picked up. I think it's really sweet. It looks nice next to the Mary Gregory glass. And of course, I have other ruby flashed souvenir ware in this space. I think it looks nice collected together. And I also really like it behind this Charles Ethan Porter windmill painting that I have. So it's a nice look, and I'm glad to have this creamer in my collection. Well, we have a little unboxing to do. Here's the box. This came from eBay. So as you know, if you watch this channel, I am not only a seller, I am also sometimes a buyer. And this particular purchase is incredibly impractical for reasons that will become clear to you in a moment. But first, let's unbox this puppy. You're gonna notice lots of debris in the background because there's been a lot of thrifting and there's a lot of cleaning that needs to happen and a lot of listing. So please excuse the mess. And let's get right into our unboxing. I'm trying to figure out, here, this is a good place for you to see. We have excellent packaging happening here. Okay, oh, I'm seeing one already. Yep, I'm replacing all of my broken Waterford wine glasses. Now, I know this is foolish because the cats are so extra special destructive when it comes to glasses. And they really love wine glasses because they're so easy to just push over with their paws. But I'm gonna try to be really, really careful with these. I just miss them, so I had to have them back in my life. As it is, we have just 2 survivors. And that just isn't enough if you're having like people over, which we don't do very often, but sometimes. I got such a good price on these. I paid $32 plus shipping. Here's another one. Looks like they're all in one piece. Got just one more to go. Aha. Oops. Last one. Okay, I'm very happy with my purchase. I think these are beautiful. I had gotten Goodwill wine glasses to use instead, so I wouldn't care if they broke. But you know, I just don't like them. They're too flimsy. I love the weight of Waterford. And yeah, I really miss these. Oop, there's already a cat, so. I'm gonna go put these somewhere safe and hopefully they will live a long and happy life free of cat mayhem. Wish me luck. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like and please subscribe if you haven't already. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a great day and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.